Alright, what's up guys? So, Police Files has uploaded a video titled Times Idiot Cops Arrested FBI Agents. I know they're going FBI, I don't know where I saw agents at, but anyways, it should say FBI agents. They're like, cause Times Idiot Cops Arrested FBI. And it's like FB, like the whole building, or just, so I look, bruh, okay, like I saw it in my head, but it's not there. I don't know, but anyways, we're moving on past the title. No, I know they're gonna have the one video where I think it was this, it was like this black guy, and he was I think he was just like outside chilling, and they were trying to arrest him. They're most likely gonna show that video because I feel like that's one of the more viral. I think he was an FBI. Or was he DEA? I don't know, but he was somebody of like a higher power and stuff in, you know, the police field and things. But no, let's go ahead, check out this video. Make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Police Files for more videos like this. And then that being said,
in this video, we'll be taking a look at some instances where cops arrested people who later turned out to be FBI. Let's get to it. This might just be one of the best interactions with police I've seen.
This was the video. It's the first video because it's the more, I had to say, out of all the videos, this is the more viral one.
In a long time, a South Sudanese citizen was just sitting and minding his own business when cops approached him and started asking questions.
For what? You think? That's an illusion. You think?
It seems like they're assuming that this man is someone
That's
he's
crazy.
not. The man
It's like you can't walk up to somebody talking about, I think you have a warrant. It's like, okay, well, did you check? Did you, like, I'm saying, you can't just look. Because the thing is this. I know, like, yeah, there'd be some mistaken identities. There's probably a person, suspect that he is looking for that might resemble him. If not, it's like, bro, you can't do that. I'm sorry, but that's just a no, can't do. You can't just walk up on somebody and assume, like, oh, they got warrant and stuff. Imagine, because it's like the worst thing that this cop can think of, and imagine if somebody assumed that you are that or you did that, whatever. It's like, come on, bruh. Like, you can't do that to people.
The cops of racial profiling right from the get-go.
Yeah.
After a lot of arguing, they put the man in handcuffs. Now, this is where things get heated.
I wouldn't even, the thing is this, I wouldn't even have told them right then and there. I waited until we got all the way to the station. I'm like, now drive me back to where I'm at. Bro, I'm telling you, I had fun with the situation. I'm like, no. I'm like, no. Let them arrest me. Let them arrest me. When they go to the station, they process me and they figure out my name and all those sorts. Then that's when, you know, yeah, I'm like, that's when they'll know who I am. And I'm like, they're going to have to drive me all the way back to this location. So just wait a minute. And then I pointed at one of my friends. I'm like, hey, when I come out, play my theme song. When I'm like, I'm gonna open up the door, and then that's when you play the theme song, okay? Like, I'll let you know. You'll see me like waving my hands out the window or something. But anyway,
asking the cops to check his ID.
Matter of fact, look at my ID.
After a while, they finally do check his ID.
Hey, watch how funny this is. Go ahead, look at it. No, don't hate me. Look at it. Oh, what does that say? What does that say? Oh.
And it hits them like a ton of bricks. Do you see the shock on their faces? That's all because the guy is an FBI agent. This has to be one of the best messing with the wrong guy encounters ever. Anyway,
you have to clock out and go home at that point. You know, there's no way possible you could carry on for the rest of the day. You gotta clock out, go home, start the day all over tomorrow. Maybe next week, but yeah, you're done for the day.
Asks for a supervisor,
it's like you could go ahead and clock out.
Asks for their cards.
Your card is yours. Yep, you can have my card. And I'm gonna follow the board on you, and you. Because you guys are all stupid.
It's funny how the cops have shut their mouths at this point. And look at the supervisor. He's shaking in his boots. They all know they might not have a job after this encounter.
Oh, yeah.
Here you can see a cop talking to a man who says he's an FBI agent. The man even shows the cop his credentials, but the cop still doesn't trust him, so he calls the station and asks to check the plates.
Advanced wiring company.
Do you work for a wiring company?
It's a covert agent, sir.
Okay.
When it comes back to a wiring company and not a government agency, the man says that it's a covert vehicle. Here we learn that the man actually called this cop, and the cop is wondering how he got his phone number.
One who called me here, sir. How did you get my phone number? I ain't saying he can't tell me how he got my information.
The cop then lets this guy know that he's been detained at this point, but he doesn't put him in handcuffs just yet. The reason why he's detaining him is that he's not being cooperative. When the guy
but he's not putting him in handcuffs because he knows, like, he could be FBI.
Asks the cop if he wants his registration. The cop refuses and says that he's waiting for his supervisor.
Would you like to see the registration, sir?
I don't really want anything from you at this point. My supervisor's on the way.
Excellent.
The cop then speaks on his radio some more and says that the man's name is Special Agent Hatton out of Jacksonville. The cops add that the man keeps talking on his radio, but nothing comes back. Then he changes his mind and says that he does hear something now. In any case, they keep checking the man, but when they couldn't confirm anything, they finally put him in cuffs. After spending some time in a police car, the man asks the cop to call an ambulance.
On 911, call, I need a medical attention right now. Unlock me.
When the ambulance finally arrives, the cop explains the whole situation and says that the man complains about shortness of breath and vision loss.
Started complaining of shortness of breath, vision loss.
While paramedics are putting the guy in their vehicle, the cop is making excuses for himself. He says that the guy turned out to be legit, but that he was acting suspicious and that's why he was detained.
That's crazy.
This video starts with the arrest of one man. After the cops put him in handcuffs, one of them asks him about his credentials. When the guy says that the FBI issued those for him back when he was working for them, the cop starts reading the man his rights.
So the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used in the court of law. If the right to talk to an attorney, have him present with you prior to any questioning if you wish one. Sure. If you cannot afford one will be provided to you by the courts.
Then he says that he arrested him because of red and blue lights.
So the reason that you're in cuffs, okay, is per NRS. Unless you're a sworn officer. I know in Nevada investigation. Yeah, you're not allowed to have red and blues. Sure.
He then goes back to this man's credentials and is surprised that he worked for the FBI.
You work for the FBI at one point?
I've contracted with the Department of Justice and the FBI.
The guy reveals that he contracted with the FBI and also the Department of Justice. He then goes on to explain his current job and where he was headed.
Contractor for Southwest Gas.
For Southwest, so that's like
here. Yeah.
That's your primary job?
Yeah, it's my part-time job, and I have my own cybersecurity company.
The video cuts out, so we can't really see what happened next, but you can just tell that the cops knew they had the wrong guy. Now, this one's a prime example of cops making excuses for themselves after bullying people, even when those people are federal agents. But let's start from the beginning, shall we? You can first see a cop shouting at a man, asking to see his hands.
Let me see your hands. I need to see some ID. Get on the ground.
The man obeys, but he lets the cop know that he's a federal agent.
I'm a federal agent.
Get on the ground.
I'm a federal agent.
That's where the cop starts getting even more aggressive, and now he's demanding that this man get to the ground. And yeah,
that's crazy. I wonder what would happen if something like that, because I've never heard no story like that, unless if I did, I don't remember, but like that would be crazy if a cop had shot and killed an FBI agent, bro. The thing is this, you know that they would definitely 100% be under investigation. There'd probably be like half of the FBI like checking wherever this police department is located at. Yeah, they definitely would be investigating them like day, night, be asleep. You got an FBI agent literally looking at you while you asleep, writing down things like, okay, he's every third snore, he blinks his eyes, and it's kind of weird. Like, I'm telling you, that police department, they probably would shut down.
Got a gun pulled out and pointed at the
or
man
everybody would get fired.
The guy
Something
wants to
crazy
show the
would
cop his
happen.
credentials, but the cop won't listen. He just wants this guy on the ground. When the backup arrives, the guy has no other choice but to get to the ground.
That's crazy.
You are the one making a mistake. Settle down. Face down.
The cops arrest him, and when he asks them to calm down and give him some air because he's got a medical condition, they ignore him and ask him to move his legs and get into the car. When he doesn't do it, they just tase him and put him in the car forcefully.
Oh,
down
wow.
and breathe. Let me breathe. I have a medical condition. We're gonna get air to you. Get your legs in. Get your legs in. We're closing this door. Sir. Get your legs in.
I need air. Sir, please, call an ambulance. I'm asking for an ambulance.
We got a medic coming. Get in the car.
Sir, I don't need the medic. The taser didn't bother me.
You just said call an ambulance if you don't need
now you don't want one. Get in the car.
In the car. Get all the
Sir,
way in.
I can't breathe.
I'll go around.
Wait, sir.
That's crazy.
Okay, this video is not about cops arresting federal agents, but we just had to include it as it's a prime example of cops being bullies. Two police officers with the Kansas City Police Department, Cole Modir and Marco Olivas, were following a car for a good mile in Raytown, Missouri. They stopped a car and a man comes out. One of the officers explains that they stopped him after the plates didn't come back to anything.
The plates don't come back to anything, so we said they're traffic stop on you.
He then straight up calls him bro and asks him where he's headed.
Where you at, bro? Bro.
The man is stumped by this and says he's a detective. The cop then tells him to chill out. While returning to their car, they can be heard calling the man names. After this uncomfortable encounter, Robinson, who is black, said that the stop was illegal. He thought he would not have been pulled over had he been white. Civil rights activists, police experts, and academics in law said that the stop was a prime example of toxic racial culture in the department.
That's crazy.
Here's one case of police arresting an FBI agent where they weren't in the wrong. This video shows cops from the Grand Rapids, Michigan Police Department running after and subsequently putting cuffs on a man who's clearly intoxicated and doesn't know what he's talking about. You don't see that in the video, but the man actually fired his weapon at the police just outside a gym. While they were putting him in cuffs, one of the officers realized that the man had a badge. When she looked at the badge, she realized a shocking thing, that the man is actually an FBI agent.
Wow.
He's got a badge.
I will not hurt you, sir.
That's crazy.
Federal Bureau of... He's an FBI agent.
Oh, wow. I would have never guessed that
crazy.
just from watching the video. What encounter from today's list has left the biggest impression on you and why?
Oh, the
Let us
first
know in
one,
those
of
comments
course.
and subscribe
I mean,
to our
all of
channel
them
for
are
more.
crazy.
Till next time, stay safe, stay smart.
Yeah, that first one though, I think that will always go down in history as one of the like craziest FBI like wrongful arrest things. Yeah, because there's just, you know, there's cops out there where it's like, bruh, you know, my thing is this. That's like when I had to say like a key bit of advice I can give some. Well, but no, it's like the thing is this. No, a cop. The key bit of advice I was getting ready to give key advice to people that are not cops, but no, the cops, it's like, bruh, you can't look at everybody as a suspect, you know, like that's it, because I'm saying like that's just, it's extra work, you're doing too much on yourself, like, yeah, bro, it's one of those things, it's like, nah, you gotta like understand everybody ain't a suspect, everybody ain't out there, you know, living the life of crime and things, like, bro, people just be out there chilling and stuff, so it's crazy, man. But anyways, yeah, but all of them were just, then that last one, it's like, bro, you know he got fired. You know there is no way possible where it's like, oh, he got suspended with pay or without pay. No, that man was fired. They didn't even tell him to clock out. They just said, bro, pack your stuff and leave. Get out of here, all right? So, but no, yeah, that was a pretty crazy video. Make sure if you guys haven't, though, go subscribe to Police Files for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me, too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.